India versus China, the next economic battleground. As the 21st century unfolds, the global economic landscape is being reshaped by two Asian giants, India and China. Once viewed as developing economies with similar challenges, they are now on diverging paths, competing for influence, markets, and leadership in the global economy. The question no longer is whether India can challenge China, but when and how far it can go in this economic race. China's economic dominance. For the last 4 decades, China has been the undisputed manufacturing powerhouse of the world. Its Made in China model lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty and turned the country into the world's second-largest economy, with a GDP exceeding $17 trillion. China's focus on industrialization, export-led growth, and infrastructure investment made it the hub of global supply chains. However, China is now facing new challenges: rising labor costs, shrinking population, U.S. tariffs, and geopolitical tensions. Many global corporations are seeking to diversify their production away from China, giving India a rare opportunity to position itself as the next global manufacturing and trade destination. India's rapid rise. India, once seen as an emerging economy struggling with bureaucracy and slow reforms, is now transforming itself. With a population of over 1.4 billion, a young workforce, and a rapidly growing digital economy, India has become the fastest-growing major economy in the world, with GDP growth around 7% in recent years. Under initiatives like Make in India and Digital India, the government is pushing for domestic production, foreign investment, and technological innovation. Major companies like Apple, Tesla, and Foxconn are expanding operations in India, seeing it as both a manufacturing base and a vast consumer market. Per capita income gap. Despite this progress, a significant disparity remains between the two countries in terms of per capita income. China's per capita income, around $13,000. India's per capita income, roughly $2,800. This gap highlights India's need to focus not just on GDP growth, but also on inclusive development, improving education, healthcare, infrastructure, and job creation to uplift the average citizen. Trade and global influence. China remains the world's largest exporter, while India is steadily increasing its exports in pharmaceuticals, IT services, textiles, and engineering goods. India's growing partnerships with the US, Japan, and Europe contrast with China's deep ties to the global south and initiatives like the Belt and Road. The competition is not just economic, it's also strategic. Both countries are expanding their influence in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, seeking to secure trade routes, energy resources, and political alliances. The road ahead. India's greatest strength lies in its demographic advantage and open market economy, while China's edge comes from its industrial capacity and technological advancement. The next decade will determine whether India can truly rival China's economic scale or continue to follow behind. The global economic battleground is shifting. As China recalibrates and India accelerates, the outcome of this rivalry will shape not only Asia's future, but the future of the world economy. Conclusion: the India-China economic race is more than a competition of GDP figures. It's a clash of two development models, two governance systems, and two visions of global leadership. While China's rise was built on manufacturing and state-led growth, India's ascent is being driven by democracy, digital innovation, and a growing entrepreneurial spirit. The coming years will reveal whether India can turn its potential into power and redefine the balance of global trade.